Hello, everyone, and welcome to our journey through the history of mathematics. Mathematics is one of the oldest and most powerful creations of the human mind. Mathematics is the language of the universe. Mathematics is the best brain exercise. Let's travel back in time to discover how mathematics was born and how it shaped our modern world. In the earliest days of humanity, people did not have numbers as we know them today. Early humans used simple counting methods, stones, sticks, or marks on bones, to keep track of animals, food, and time. One of the oldest mathematical artifacts is the Ishango bone, discovered in Africa, which shows early counting marks made more than 20,000 years ago. This tells us that mathematics began with a simple human need to count and organize. Around 4,000 years ago, mathematics became more organized in Egypt and Babylon. The Egyptians used math to build pyramids, measure land after floods, and create calendars. They understood geometry well enough to construct massive monuments that still stand today. Meanwhile, the Babylonians developed one of the first number systems. They worked with fractions, multiplication tables, and even early algebra. Remarkably, they used a base 60 system, which is why today we still divide time into 60 seconds and 60 minutes. Mathematics was no longer just counting, it was becoming a powerful tool. The Greeks transformed mathematics into something deeper, a logical and philosophical science. One of the most famous figures is Pythagoras, who believed that numbers explained the universe. His famous theorem about right triangles is still taught in schools today. Then came Euclid, often called the father of geometry. Around 300 BCE, he wrote The Elements, one of the most influential math books ever written. Euclid showed that mathematics could be built from simple rules and logical reasoning. Another brilliant mind was Archimedes, who discovered ideas about circles, spheres, and volume. He even anticipated concepts close to calculus nearly 2,000 years before it was invented. For the Greeks, mathematics was not just useful, it was beautiful and logical. Mathematics continued to grow in India, where one of the most important inventions appeared, the number 0. Indian mathematicians developed the decimal number system, the same system we use today. Without 0, modern mathematics and computers would not exist. Later, during the Islamic Golden Age, scholars translated and expanded Greek and Indian mathematics. One of the most important mathematicians was Al-Khwarizmi, whose work gave us the word algebra and also the word algorithm, a concept essential in modern computing. Mathematics was becoming global. During the Renaissance in Europe, mathematics began to connect strongly with science and nature. Galileo Galilei famously said that the universe is written in the language of mathematics. Scientists started using math to understand motion, planets, and physics. Then came one of the greatest breakthroughs in history. In the 17th century, Isaac Newton and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz independently developed calculus. Calculus allowed mathematicians to study change, motion, and growth, things that were impossible to analyze before. It became the foundation of physics, engineering, and modern science. Without calculus, there would be no space travel, no modern technology, and no advanced science. After calculus, mathematics expanded rapidly. Mathematicians explored probability, understanding chance and uncertainty, statistics, analyzing data and patterns, algebra, solving increasingly complex problems, geometry, exploring new types of space. Mathematics was no longer just about numbers, it became a language to describe reality. In the 19th and 20th centuries, mathematics entered a new age of abstraction. Mathematicians studied ideas that were not always visible in the real world: infinite numbers, non-Euclidean geometry, abstract algebra, mathematical logic. These ideas later became essential for computers, artificial intelligence, cryptography, and modern technology. Mathematics is not just about solving problems in school. It teaches us how to think logically, recognize patterns, and understand the world more deeply. From ancient counting stones to modern computers, mathematics has been a continuous human journey, a story of curiosity, creativity, and discovery. And this journey is still continuing. The history of mathematics shows us that great ideas can begin with simple questions. How many? How big? How fast? Why?